yoga class. Just give everyone a few moments, get yourselves ready. Okay, so let's just take a moment, set our intention for today's class, whatever it is that we want to bring to the mat, or maybe it's something that we want to leave behind when we get up from the mat. But we'll just take a few moments now just to set our intentions. Okay, lovely. So let's start off as usual with our breathing. So placing the hands on the lower tummy. We're inhaling for 5, holding for 10, and then exhaling fully. So inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, and exhale. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to move our hands up to our heart. So the left hand goes on top of the right, and then we're visualizing something warm here like a flame or the sun. So inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, and exhale. Lovely. Okay, so now we're interlacing the fingers, placing the hands up on top of the crown of the head. And this time when we exhale, we're trying to exhale through the mouth. So inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, and exhale. And relax the arms down. Lovely. Okay, so let's move on to our warm-up. So we inhale at the centre and then exhale as we look over each shoulder. So we do the first one together and then it's 4 more in your own time. So looking straight ahead, inhale, exhale over the shoulder, inhale back, exhale to the other shoulder, and inhale back, and 4 more. Lovely. Okay, so we're tucking our chin down towards our chest. Inhale as we gently roll up. Exhale as we roll down. So we're doing 5 here. And when you've done your 5, change. Lovely. Okay, so arms out in front now. So we're inhaling as we stretch the fingers nice and wide. And then exhale, make fists. Inhale again. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then circles. And when you're ready, you can change. Lovely. And then we're bringing the arms out to the side. Inhale as we stretch again. Exhale as we touch the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then circles. So inhale up, exhale down. And it's 5 again. And then when you've done your 5, we're changing direction. So again, inhale up, exhale down. Fantastic. And then legs out in front. So we're going to inhale as we bring the feet up towards us. And then exhale as we point them away. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then just the toes. So inhale them up, exhale down, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And toes down. Inhale as we roll up, exhale as we roll down. And again, it's 5. And when you've done your 5, change. And then inhale one leg in, exhale it down, and the opposite leg. So we're doing 3 on each side. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to move on to our sun salutations next. So standing at the front of our mats. Feet slightly apart and tucking that tailbone underneath. Hands at the heart. Take a moment to centre yourselves. And inhale as we come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale right. Exhale left. Hold the breath as we come down, knees, chest and chin, and inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Okay. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, last one, nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, lovely. Well done, everyone. Okay, so let's start off with centering ourselves a little bit. We'll work on a couple of our standing poses, a few of the balancing ones as well. So we're going to start off in mountain pose, which is where we have our feet about hip width apart and they're facing forward. Try and keep our backs nice and straight here. So we're tucking under the tailbone. Imagine the spine stacked up on top of each other. Going to place the hands at the heart. Try and keep the shoulders nice and back, butt down. And we're going to stand here like so, looking ahead. And then breathe. and then slightly wider, interlacing the fingers. This time our palms are coming up towards the ceiling. We're going to focus on a point in front of us, and then we're going to come up onto our tiptoes, and again breathe here. And gently back down, relax the arms. And we're going to come slightly wider again with the feet. Interlacing the fingers, but this time the palms are facing down. So bringing the arms up. We're going to inhale, stretch the spine out as much as we can. And as we exhale, moving the upper body to one side. So really feeling the stretch all the way down here. Keeping the shoulder back as much as we can, and breathe. And then gently back up. Inhale, stretch. And then exhale as we come over to the other side. And breathe. And gently back up. And then we can relax the arms. Fantastic. So I'm going to be stopping lots to take a drink, so if you need to do the same, please do. Okay. So coming into the tree pose next, so planting one foot firmly on the ground, we can imagine the roots going down into the floor. Now, a few different variations. You can rest the heel against the ankle, place the foot against the calf, avoid the knee. You can place the inside of the foot, inside of the foot, on the inside of the thigh, or we can place the foot on top, like so. Try again. There we are. Okay, so choose your variation, whichever one works for you. Remember, every given day can be a little bit different. So if you find yourself not being able to do what you could do last week, might just be having an off day, and then on Thursday you might find you're fine. So don't be discouraged. Hands to the heart, focus on the point in front of you, and then we're raising the arms up, and then breathe here. And then gently down. And then we're switching sides. So again, planting that foot firmly on the floor, and imagine roots going down into the ground. So again, resting the heel on the ankle, foot on the calf, avoid the knee, inside of the thigh, or placing the foot on top. Bringing the hands to the heart, and then raising the arms up while we focus on a point in front of us. And again, breathe here. And then we can slowly lower and relax that leg. Okay, so we're going to come into a nice wide stance now. We're going to come in to the triangle pose. So we're going to turn one foot out towards the front, keeping our hips to the side. Inhale as we bring the hands up, and we're going to exhale as we bring this hand down the leg. So remember, we're keeping this hip nice and back, not letting it roll forward. And just go as far as you're able to here. So try and get this hand straight up towards the ceiling so that your shoulders are in line. And just go as far as you can so that this hip isn't turning in. And either look up at your hand or down at your foot. And breathe. we're looking down at the foot, slowly coming back up. And we're going to come into a gentle twist now, so we're twisting round, so the opposite hand is coming down. And breathe. And slowly back up. And then we're going to switch sides. So if you need to, you can give the legs a little bit of a shake before we set ourselves up again. So inhale as we bring the hands up. Exhale as we bring the hand down the leg. So again, like I said, just as far as you can. So we keep this hip nice and back. And either looking up at the hand or down at the foot. And breathe here. Looking down, slowly back up, and then we're twisting round. And breathe. And then slowly back round. And then we can relax the legs for a little minute. And grab a drink if we need it. Okay, so we're going to come into Warrior One. So with the Warrior Ones, our hips face forward. It's when we do the Warrior Twos that our hips face to the side. So you want your back foot at a slight angle and your front foot facing forward and the hips square to the mat. We're going to bring the hands to the heart. Inhale as we bring the arms up and exhale as we bend that front leg. Now, you want the knee to be over the ankle so you can adjust your foot positioning to where you need it to be. And we're trying to sink the hips down. And breathe here. And relax. And then we're going to come up onto the tiptoes with the back foot so that they're facing forward. Hips to the front again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bending that front leg. Really dropping the hips down. And breathe. And we're bending the arms and then hooking the elbow over the knee and gently twisting. And then gently back round and relax. Give the legs a little shake if they need it. And then we're switching sides. So starting off with our back foot at a slight angle, turning our hips to the front. Hands at the heart. Inhale as we come up. Exhale, bending that front leg. And breathe. Lovely. Then up onto our tiptoes. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale as we bend that front leg. Really trying to drop the hips down as much as we can. Breathing here. Bending the arms, hooking that elbow over the knee and twisting round. gently back up again. Oh, lovely. I'm going to grab another drink. Okay, so let's come into our warrior two now. So nice wide stance again, keeping our back foot facing towards the side, returning our front foot forward. And with our warrior twos, our hips are facing this way as much as we can. Inhale as we bring the arms up, exhale with bending that front leg. So you want the knee over the ankle, really trying to sink that leg down if we can. And then breathe here. And then you can either rest the arm on the leg, place the hand down on the inside of the foot, or if you want to, you can bind, keeping the shoulders nice and back, and breathe here. Lovely. And then slowly up. We're going to have both feet facing slightly out now. Nice and wide stance. Hands on the hips. Inhale as we lengthen up. And then exhale as we fold forward. And we're working on bringing the hands down. And then if you can from here, working on bringing the head down too. And breathe. And then we're going to gently come back up. And then we're turning the opposite foot out. Keeping our hips to the side as much as we can. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bending that front leg. And then breathe. And then you can rest the arm on the leg, hand down to the inside of the foot, or coming into the bind. And breathe again. And then we're gently coming up. And you can give the legs a little shake again if you need it. Okay, so now I'd like you to come into child's pose. So we're going to sit back on the heels, having the knees apart. You can either have the hands out in front, or you can tuck them in beside you. And just take a few moments here. Okay, fantastic. Now we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So you want your knees underneath your hips. Ideally, you want your wrists underneath your shoulders. If that is too much strain for the wrists, you can fold your mat over, which gives you a little bit more padding. Or if you need to, you can have your hands slightly in front. Okay, so we're going to inhale as we look up and then exhale here. Okay, fantastic. And we're going to just roll onto our backs now. And bring our arms out to the side. That's really cool. Okay. So we're going to bring the knees in towards us, and then using the tummy muscles, we're going to bring the legs over to one side. We're going to hold them up, keeping our shoulders nice and flat and our arms out straight. And then breathe here. And if you can, look in the opposite direction. And then back round to the centre. And then switching sides and breathe. And then back round, lovely. And then we're going to straighten one leg down, keeping the other leg bent, putting the foot on the floor. And then we're going to gently twist that leg across the body and look in the opposite direction again if we can. And breathe. And then back round. Switching sides. And across the other side of the body. Keeping this shoulder nice and down. And twist. And then back round to centre. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And just a few circles here. Lovely. And then we're going to rock back and forth 3 times until we come up to sitting. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to come into our boat pose. So as usual, we've got 4 different variations. I will explain each variation to you, and then you can decide which one you want to do. So the first one is to rest back on the forearms and to lift the legs up, but to keep them bent. The second option is just to straighten the legs, but to keep the body back on the forearms. The third option is to have the legs bent, but to lift the arms up. And the fourth option is arms and legs straight. So I normally suggest that you do your variation for the first 6 breaths, and then for the last 2 you can push yourself on to the next variation. That is completely optional, so only do it if you feel you're able to. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So choose your variation now, and then we'll come into it together. And breathe. That's 6 and 8. Lovely, and relax. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come into the merfolk pose first. So one leg bent in front and the other leg bent beside us. Now we want both sit bones on the floor. So if this feels a little bit out of your comfort zone right now, you can sit on a block and it does help quite a lot. We are going to be placing our hands on the bent leg that is in front. So sitting nice and tall. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, placing the hands on that knee and then gently twisting round and looking over the shoulder. And breathe here. And then we're switching sides. So again, both sit bones down on the floor. Nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands on the knee and then twisting round. And breathe here. And then gently back round again. And then we're placing the legs out in front, and you might need your yoga strap or a scarf or whatever it is that you are using. We're going to place that around the feet and then just let it relax down for the next part. So we're going to come into our Dandasana next. So we're having our hands beside us, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. So you might need to keep a gentle bend in the elbows to achieve this. And with every inhale, we're imagining a cord pulling us up by the crown of the head. So it's creating space between each vertebrae. And then as we exhale, we're squeezing all of these supportive tummy muscles to help keep us nice and tall so we don't sink back down. So working with your own breath here. And then we're interlacing the fingers. Inhale as we lift the arms up, lifting the ribs. Exhale as we fold at the hips. Now you can grab hold of your strap here if you need to, or you can hold on to the legs or the feet. Now, when you first get down to your feet, holding onto your tiptoes is great, well done. And then as you try and improve, you can slowly bring your hands to the sides of your toes and then work on bringing the hands down. And as we're here, we're going to inhale as we lengthen the spine and exhale, try and sink a little bit deeper into it. So again, working with your own breath here. Lovely, and then we're gently coming up. And then from here we can come into a nice wide forward bend. Just moving slightly out of the way because the floor is really hot where the sun's touching it. Okay, so as wide as you comfortably can, or if you're trying to improve on your flexibility here, you can go a little bit wider. Remember, sharp pain is not good. Discomfort, unfortunately, is. So discomfort when in any of these poses is fine. If you do feel a sharp pain, gently bring yourself out of it. Okay, so hands out in front. Again, keeping our bodies nice and tall. Inhale as we lengthen the spine. And then exhale, we can start to walk the hands forward. Okay, so first of all, we're just working on bringing our forearms down towards the mat, and then from there we can work on holding onto the feet, and we can work on bringing the head down here. And then we're gently coming up again. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to place one foot in, keeping it nice and bent. So I've got a couple of different options here. The first option is to place the opposite hand on the bent leg and gently twist round. So this is a nice gentle stretch for you to do. The other option is to inhale the arm up off the bent leg and then work on bringing the arm over. Now it may feel like it's quite far away, your foot, but if you practice this one consistently, you will get there. So choose your variation now, and then breathe. And gently up. And switching sides. So again, either gently twisting round, looking over the shoulder, or inhale the arm up and exhale as we come over. And breathe. Lovely. And then we're bringing both legs out in front again. Lovely. Okay, so we've got a couple of different options. The first one is to bend one leg and place the foot down on the floor next to the inner thigh. Now you can work on bringing your head down in this one. Or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can work on coming into the bind. So with this one, we bring the body forward, hug the knee into the armpit, bend the elbow, and then clasp the hands behind the back. Now, that feels like it's really far away again. You can use the strap to help you by holding on one side and then holding on to the strap. And then you can slowly work on bringing your hands closer together. So if you need to do that, you can do that one now. Or you can come in to the original forward bend. So, coming into it now, inhale as we lift the chest up, exhale as we fold forward, and breathe. And slowly up, and then from here we've got a few different options again. You can let the knee drop down to the side so that bottom of the foot is against the inside of the thigh. You can come into the half lotus by placing one foot on top, or if you want more of a challenge again, you can come into the bind. So we bring the arm of the bent leg around the body and hold on to the foot. Now again, if you can't get there, you can use your strap. It's a really good idea to kind of hook it around the ankle as opposed to the foot, because it's not going to slip off. And then you can hold on and slowly bring the strap further round. So choose your variation now. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up, and then exhale as we come into our forward bend. And then gently coming back up, untangling the legs, and then switching sides. So we're starting off with the foot flat against the floor, with the foot next to the inner thigh. Now again, our options are to keep that leg bent and come forward, working on bringing our hands to our foot. The other option is to come into the bind, so bringing the knee into the armpit and then clasping the hands behind the back. And again, if you need to strap here, you can do. So you can get that one ready. And so we're lifting up the chest on the inhale and exhale as we fold forward and breathe. And then slowly coming back up. And then moving into our next one, we either drop the knee down so the bottom of the foot is on the inside of the thigh, and we work on coming down there. Or we can place the foot on top of the thigh in the half lotus. Again, we can inhale and exhale as we come down, or we can work on our bind. And then inhale up and exhale down and breathe here. And then gently back up and again untangle. Well done. So on that side I did find it a little bit more difficult. I was able to get hold of my foot though quite comfortably. If I wasn't able to, I would have used my strap to help me. So we're bringing the feet together and then we're bringing them in towards us for the butterfly pose. Now first of all, just giving our legs a wee bit of a shake out here. And then what we're going to do on every exhale is gently press down on the inside of the thighs. And the hope is that our head will come down towards our feet. So focusing on your breath here and breathe. And then gently up and relax. And you can give the legs a little bit of a shake if they need it. Okay, well done everybody. Okay, so it is now time for our finishing sequence. So up to you whether you want to do your legs up the wall or the shoulder stand routine. As usual, if you're doing the shoulder stand routine and you need blocks, you can get those ready now for when we come into the plough position. And also make sure that you're not going to be kicking anything, knocking over any drinks or anything like that. And for those of you that are going into legs up the wall, you can come into that one now. So find yourself a nice flat surface. Lifting up one hip as we twist round. Placing the hands up against the wall. Hands, legs. It's in the name. You'd think I'd get it. Like so. Nice and relaxing. Lovely one to do, especially in this heat. If you are prone to getting water retention in your ankles or in your legs, this one will help flush it out of your system. So a nice one to do, especially at the end of the day if your feet are feeling really hot and you're struggling to sleep. Another really good one to help if you're struggling to sleep is to place your feet together like so and to lie back. Now you don't have to have your feet at such an aggressive angle. You can bring your feet further out, but it really does help. I've had lots of ladies from my yoga classes tell me that if they couldn't sleep, They did that, and within a few minutes they were out like a light. So that is another one to do, especially with it being quite hot at night. I know it's a bit of a struggle for some to sleep. Okay, so for those of you that are in legs up the wall, I'll give you a few moments there. And for the rest of us, we're going to come into our shoulder stand routine. Make sure we've got plenty of space around us. And then bringing the shoulder blades together so we have a nice base to work with. And you can use the hands to help you come up if you need to. Or you can place the hands down like so. And breathe. And then slowly coming over into our plough position. And breathe here. And then we've got our beautiful knees to ears. So try and keep your feet together in this one if you can. Slowly coming back to the plough, and then we're rolling down nice and gently, and then we're bringing the legs down, and then we can come into our fish variations. So keeping the arms as far down the body as we can, we're lifting the shoulder blades up, arching the back to bring the head down like so. And breathe here. And then we can come into the flying fish. And then slowly bring the arms and legs down. Lift the head up before you lower. Lovely. So for those of you that are in legs up the wall, if you gently come down now, and we're just going to take a few moments to lie in Savasana. So we want our legs slightly apart and our feet turned out. We want our arms away from the body, and again the palms facing up. And just take a few moments to focus the breath here. Okay, fantastic. So for those of you that are staying for the meditation, you can stay like that if you're comfortable. If you're not, you can just adjust yourselves until you are. And for those of you that aren't staying for the meditation, thank you very much for joining me today, and namaste. Okay, so hope you're all comfortable and ready. If you want to, you can close your eyes. If you feel more comfortable with them open, you can leave them open, and we're going to come into our meditation. So I want you to focus on your breathing. Notice your inhale and notice your exhale. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, but you don't have to if you find that difficult. Allow your inhale to become a little bit deeper than it normally is. And make sure you're doing a full and complete exhale. And now you can inhale for the count of 5, hold for the count of 3, exhale for the count of 5, and hold for the count of 3. And continue with this pattern of breathing. And now, instead of counting to 5 as you exhale, I'd like you to replace with the word relax. With every exhale, say to yourself, relax. Now I'd like you to bring your attention to your thoughts. Just notice them as they float across your mind. Be aware of them. Try not to take too much notice of them. And if you become too focused on your thoughts, you can just allow your mind to come back to your breath. Counting the inhales, relaxing the exhales. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of what's going on in your mind. What are you thinking about today? Now I'd like you to take note of how you are feeling. Is there any one particular feeling at the moment, or maybe there's more? Notice the feelings that come up. Again, be aware of them, but try not to let them take hold in your mind. And again, at any point you struggle, just come back to your breathing, focusing on the inhale and relaxing the exhale. So how are you feeling today? Now I gently want you to bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhaling from the count of 1 to 5, holding for the count of 3, exhale saying relax, and then counting from 1 to 3. And continue with this breathing pattern. Feel your body relaxing. Feel your breath relaxing. Feel your mind relaxing. And now you can gently open your eyes. You can make some small movements with your fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, you can slowly come up to sitting. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. Namaste. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all on